guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be Jackson's 8-month update. And I know I say every update, but I cannot believe that he is 8 months old. I think I'm gonna blink and he's gonna be 1, and he is doing so much now. The first thing you may notice about this update video is that Jackson is not in it. And that is because it's getting really difficult to film with him. He is just bouncing around, jumping around, grabbing my hair, grabbing the camera. He's gotten to the age where I think I can't film with him. So what I'm gonna do for this update is talk you through what he's been up to and then put lots and lots of cut-ins in of him so you can see what he's doing and how he's looking now. So in the past month, Jackson has been talking more and more. He says dada now, and he also says mama. I feel like he says mama when he's upset. Like when he's crying, he's like mama, mama, mama. And when he's happy, he says da da da, which is just typical, isn't it? But he's definitely just becoming more aware of the noise he can make. Like he loves the sound of his own voice. He makes noises all day long. And if we're out shopping, sometimes he would just start shouting and screaming like out of nowhere and just being noisy. So he will fit in really well in this family. He's also belly laughing so much now. He did laugh before, but now he is really laughing to the point where he will give himself the hiccups from laughing so much. And if I am on the phone or talking to someone and I laugh, he will copy me. He will pretend laugh. Like obviously he doesn't know what we're laughing about, but he will start laughing when I laugh as well, which is really cute. He's also shaking his head loads all of the time to me and his brothers. I'm trying to teach him how to nod as well, but he hasn't quite got there, but he shakes his head no all of the time. Physically, he is sitting up like a pro now. I can sit him down and not worry about him falling back and bashing his head like he did before, and he can go from sitting to crawling really quickly on his own, again without face planting the floor. He's crawling really well, but it is still like an army crawl along the floor rather than a proper crawl on his knees. He also really loves his walker. We have an old one that was both Fraser and Caleb's before him, but I got it out of the garage and I put him in it, and he literally knew exactly what to do. He has been running around the wood floors in our kitchen, so we're really pleased that he likes it. But the only downside to that is now he doesn't seem to love the jumperoo. Since he's been in his walker and been mobile and able to get around, if I try to then put him in his jumperoo, he just gets frustrated and he wants to be able to move around. So although he's only 8 months old, I think I may have to get rid of the jumperoo already. He also randomly really likes to be held upside down and he also loves when you blow raspberries on his tummy. Now that he's 8 months old, he's able to play with toys a lot better. So he will sit happily playing with a basket of toys, and he can now pick up a toy, look at it really well, and then put it back down, and then pick up another toy. So that's really nice. And I would say that his favorite toys are the walker that I said, also his VTech walker, which basically makes loads of sounds and has lights on it and lots of things like little hinged doors and things like that on it that you can move. He loves that. And he also loves anything shiny. I think I said before he's like a magpie. Any shiny screw on a toy, or like, I don't know, shiny bits on our radiators or doors, he seems to really like. So he likes, like, he's got a toy that's like a toy bell, but because it's shiny he likes it. Keys as well, he loves my keys. He also loves the swing at the park so much that I actually bought him his own little baby swing to have at home. I found it on Amazon. I think it was about £60, but he loves it so much. So we have it in the garden and he goes in it all of the time. And he also still really loves bath time. Although he's still only 8 months, he's starting to not enjoy being in his infant car seat. He really likes being sat bolt upright. So when I lay him back into the car seat, he always gets angry. So I have to always like give him loads of toys to keep him going. He would much rather be sat bolt upright in the buggy. Even when I try to like recline the buggy, he doesn't want to do that. He wants to be sat up, like looking around all of the time. He still loves his food and eats pretty much anything. He is doing baby-led weaning and purees still, and he's becoming really good at actually eating and taking food down. I can now make him like a little half a sandwich and him actually eat quite a lot of the sandwich. The other day we went out and I gave him a sandwich, and then at the end of the meal I was looking under the high chair for where parts of the sandwich had gone, but he had actually eaten so much of it. Also drinking more water now. If I offer him a beaker, I have noticed he's definitely taking more down than he did before. And I'm trying to remember, like if I give him a snack at 10, like a little baby biscuit or something, to also offer him a drink, because he is still breastfed, but he is definitely feeding less throughout the day. In terms of sleep, Jackson is doing really well. He is sleeping straight through. So he normally goes down at 6:30. I don't seem to be able to keep him up past 6:30. He is so tired by then. So I put him down then and he will sleep straight through until 5:30 a.m. And at 5:30 he will wake up and I will feed him. A lot of the time he goes back down, but there have been a few times when he doesn't go back down, and that is him like for the day, which is not ideal, but I'll take it because he sleeps all the way through. I've also dropped his crib down to the lower setting. We did that as soon as he was 7 months actually, but I think I forgot to mention it in his last update. But as soon as he was crawling really well, we were like, just to be safe, we'll just drop the crib right down. And I've got some mesh sides for the crib. They are breathable and they just stop his hands and feet from going through the sides of the crib, because his arm did get stuck once and I had them previously from his brothers. The biggest change developmentally this month has probably been the fact that he is suffering from a little bit of separation anxiety, or I know people also call it playing strange, when he goes a bit funny if I try to hand him over to someone, if I need to do something, or even just to go to the loo now. If I hand him even to my husband Matt, if I hand him over and then I walk away, he will start to cry. And even sometimes if he's on his play mat and it's just the two of us in the room and I go off to the toilet, he will cry. So he's definitely suffering from separation anxiety, and apparently that is because he's now realizing that we are separate people and that we're not like attached. So he's going through that, and both of my boys did. I remember my other boys being like the worst at about 9 months old, and because I do spend obviously every minute of every day with him and I don't leave him much because I'm just enjoying him so much, I think he is having a little bit of separation anxiety. He also now will launch for me, so if my husband is holding him or someone else is holding him and he decides that he wants me, he will like lunge to come to me, which is actually really cute. He kind of like goes for me now. He still has beautiful big blue eyes. He is still very long and he has lots of dark hair coming through. He's definitely darker than my other sons were. They were both blonde at this age. So I'm thinking he's going to be like this tall, dark and handsome blue-eyed man one day. He has 4 teeth now and he is dribbling all of the time, so I'm expecting more to come as well. I definitely need to baby proof the house a bit better. He is now interested in plug sockets, doors, and we don't even have a baby gate on the top stairs, so I need to do all of that. If you'd like to see a video on how I'm going to child proof the house, let me know in the comments. Oi, he's in the spice rack. He's still really happy. He's really chilled out. He still loves his brothers and he's just really adaptable. We've been on a couple of weekends away and he's been able to sleep well, and I guess because he's the third child, he has just learnt to be able to nap anywhere, eat anything. Yes, but that is pretty much all of the new things that he is doing this month. I hope you liked this video. Please give it a big thumbs up if you did, and I will link all of his previous updates and all of my pregnancy updates in the description bar below. If you want to go back or you have different aged babies, definitely go and check those out. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.